What's up, ladies and gentlemen? In this video we are gonna make a friction fire, and some of you might have already seen videos about this, some of you might not, but maybe you'll learn something. So we start with really quick with the things you need to make the friction fire. Of course, your board that you drill in. This is one that I've already used once or twice actually. And yeah, this is made out of softwood. And then you have your spindle, this one. This is made out of hardwood. And then, of course, it's gonna turn in the wood and yeah, create the coal basically. Then you have here your very important handpiece. There's also just like a little divot in there, so that the spindle can turn freely into that, like that. And then of course you need your bow to turn the spindle. This one is also just made out of flexible wood and a piece of paracord. The paracord has to be rather loose, you know, because you're gonna put the spindle in there. Can show it real quick, like that, and now it's tight. So and the spindle also needs to turn in there really good. So you don't want this too tight, but also not too loose. You have to find a good middle for also the thickness of your spindle. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's go over to the materials you need for the fire. So here we have our tinder bundle. That's where we're gonna put the coal in. In there I have some wood shavings, some birch bark, and yeah, of course, this dry grass. And then here I have a bit more, so that I'm gonna put the coal in there, and then I'm gonna cover it with this grass. Then over here we have some feather sticks, just yeah, your regular feather sticks. Then your twigs, some wood shavings, smaller wood, and some bigger wood. It's not really that big, but just gonna make a small fire to show you guys how the friction fire works. But I mean, it's really similar to basically making a fire with a fire steel. The only difference really is that to ignite the fire steel, the feather sticks, you use the tinder bundle instead of a fire steel. That's really the main difference. So we are already done with the handpiece, our spindle, and our bow, but we still have to prepare the board. So what you do basically is flatten out the area you want to drill in, basically. That's what I did here. And then you make a little hole with your knife where you want to make your just drill or create the coal. So what an easy task. Need a nice pointy knife for that. I mean, you can also do it with a less pointy, bigger knife, but with something like this works perfectly. It's a Bark River ultralight bushcrafter. Oh, that knife's perfect for that. All right, so there we have our little divot, basically the hole that we made, and now we start drilling in that hole, and then we have to make a little notch, and then we really start drilling and making the coal for the fire. So here we have our little divot, our little hole that we made with the knife. And then something I found pretty important is to keep your rope or your paracord wet. Just, oh, that was a bit too much. I just take some water, put it into your hand, and then let the rope slide through your hand. This way the rope will, well, hold up a lot longer instead of just, you know, keeping it dry always. That way it can get destroyed really quick, because the outer layer of the paracord just gets burned away from the friction and from the heat. So keep that nice and wet. Not too wet, of course. Still want to make a fire with that, but like that, it's pretty good. So dry your hands, and now put in there your drill. Now it's really important. I mean, we're not for the final drilling, but the way you sit, basically. So you put your foot on your board, and then you take your handpiece and hold it with your, in my case, left hand, and with the right hand you move the bow, and then you take your leg and also support the handpiece, basically, so it gets a lot more stable, and then you can just basically start. With this I will go so far until it smokes. And you feel like the drill is safe in the board. So this is big enough, and now we're gonna make a little notch in there, like a V basically, so that the coal from from our drilling is gonna go onto a piece of bark that I still have to collect, and then we can take the coal that is then in the bark into our tinder bundle. So I'm gonna make the notch now, and also gonna get a piece of bark. So now I'm done with making the notch. Hopefully it's not too big. That's my only concern right now. You also have to look that the notch is not too big but also not too small. I'm just gonna see how this one turns out, basically. So I still need a piece of bark. So now I've put some birch bark shavings into the little hole, the divot, and I'm just gonna start, basically. And the birch bark, in my experience, helps with creating more friction in the hole, and also later on in the in your little tinder bundle, it helps to ignite the flame because of the oils that are in the birch bark. Now start slow, find your way where you think the spindle is just going to turn well and safe, and then just go faster. That was, at least for me, the big secret. Lost a lot of dust on the sides. I think it's smoking, yes. Okay, now to be really careful, we're gonna place the coal. Oh yeah, there you can really see it smoking. So we're gonna place the coal inside of our tinder bundle very carefully. Then we take the grass from here, put it on top, and now move it so that air gets inside. There we have it. I can already see burning just a bit. Now, there we have it. I'll just put on our fire sticks, our twigs, one on the side, on top, like that. Yeah, then small wood shavings, birch bark, and yeah, that's it basically. You can of course put on there your wood. So hopefully this video was entertaining and helpful. Check us out on Instagram, check out our other videos, and we'll see us in our next video.